Excellent. Now we start building the dashboard visuals. We already discussed about some ifs tables, how we gonna create it. Series is for ultimate automated financial dashboard. So let me just show you how you can use the pivot tables plus slicers over here. Okay. And our approach is very simple. Okay. Since it's automated steps, we're gonna adopt it. So always use a pivot table plus slicers. We will create our first pivot table that summarize monthly revenue and expenses. This pivot tables will later become the revenue trend chart. Okay. Before we start, create a new worksheet over here, which is this. I have simply click on this option and call this as a pivot simply. Okay. So this is now here we have three sheets: transactions, calculations, and pivot table over here. Okay. Now I'll go on the transactions and click on any cell simply. Go at the top, click on this option called pivot table option. Okay. The dialog box is opens up for you, and here is the table range, and the table transactions has been automatically selected over here. Since we already created the pivot over here, simply click on this option, existing worksheet. Okay, let's click on this option and click here. This is the selection, and hit the OK button over here. The moment you do, you will see this pivot table fields over here. To build the pivot table, what I have to do over here is click on this option month, which is in row, and I'll click on this option type. Okay, type, I'll move to the column sections. Perfect. And the amount, I'll keep it in values over here. Perfect. And that's how I got the result over here. Okay, Excel will automatically change it to sum of the amount, or whatever sum we needed, right? Sum of the amount, you can see it over here. Table summarizes thousands of rows instantly. Instead of writing complex formulas, whatever we have did in the step one, we can simply drag and drop your pivot table fields into a rows, columns, and values to answer the business questions, whatever the requirement, right? Now to format this, what I have to do over here is the formatting the number over here. If in case it is not in currency format, you just have to simply go here, and then let's go here, value field setting, and from number format, you have to simply change this formatting over here. Since it is in already a number formatting, so I'm not going to change that. Move this here. Okay, and Control X and Control V over here. A1, I will call this as a monthly revenue and expense. And that's how I have typed this. Let me just make it as a bold and a close over here first. Arrange this properly. Okay. Here in the pivot table design itself, I can choose the proper color over here. I'll just choose this cool color and grand total over here. Click on this option of rows and column over here. Just turn off this. We'll ensure that we'll just go at the top and keep it A to Z like this, Jan and Feb. Cool. Expenses and income, we are good with this. Let me just do a Control X and keep it over here. Now to add the new pivot table over here, what I'm going to do is I'll just copy this and paste it over here. Go at the top, let's say field list over here. Okay, and here I'll remove this all. Cool. Here I'll say category, and some amount which is in this value section, and here I'll say type. Okay, in the type itself, I'll call this as a only expenses. Let's say OK button, and that's how I can see only the expenses here. Let's start adding the charts parallel mode only. Okay, so let's go here first, and let me just add the line chart over here first. Let's go here, insert recommended chart, and let me just add the appropriate line chart over here. Let's say this line chart, or maybe something good. Okay, so let's say line with markers. You can change it later on. Okay, for now I'm just adding this and keeping this as it is, and let's say hide all from here, delete this as well, and delete this as well. Cool. And let's say chart title at the top, copy this, select all, and paste it like this. Let's say grid lines off over here, and that's how I can see this monthly revenue expenses with chart. Perfect. If in case you want to turn on the data labels, you can simply turn on the data labels. Okay, I don't really need it. Okay, I'll just turn off this at the time of dashboard. Okay, that time we can see that if in case really needed. So once it is done here, in the expenses breakdown, I'm going to add a different chart altogether. Okay, so let's say insert chart, and this time I'll say donut chart over here. So let's say donut, right click over here, hide all, and here I'll call this as a expense breakdown. Okay, let's say expense breakdown. Okay, so once it is done, let's go here, data labels. Okay, and let's click on this option, percentage, and legend key on. Perfect, and that's how I can see it over here. Right click over here and increase the whole like this. Okay, need the budget versus actual. Okay, to get that added, what I have to do again, let's say copy this, the pivot table, paste it over here, go here, and this time I need the month, right? So let's close this. Even this month we need what we need the budget. Your budget is this, amount is this, right? So that's how you can see it over here. And to get that shown properly, visible, okay, let's say here bar chart, and I'll add this as a stacked, or maybe you can use as a clustered bar. I'll just use the clustered bar. That's also fine. Hide all. Let's say delete this. Okay, and since this is the proper chart title we need, so let's say chart title would be your budget versus actual. So whatever you have planned it. Let's delete this. Go here. Turn off this. Cool. So let's move ahead and talk about revenue by department. Okay. So to get that added again, you just have to simply copy this, move ahead. Okay. And here we're gonna add the another step. Let's say your table fields over here. Remove this as well. Okay. So whatever fields are existing, you just have to simply remove those. Yeah. And we are going to call this as a revenue by department. Okay, so since it is a department, I'm going to add this department in a rows, right? And sum of amount, I need this in values. Okay, and I need this type as a income. Okay, so let's close this and let me just see only the income over here, and that's how I can see the income over here. Cool. Income, so ensure that you will be adding chart over here. So this is the chart for me. Okay, hide all, and here I'll call this as a revenue by department. Okay, so delete this and keep it for now. Just insert it. Later on we'll see labeling needs to be add, delete. Okay, whatever we wish to do it. And here we need to add a payment mode analysis. Okay, to get that added again, we just have to simply copy, go next, move this and paste it over here. Click on this option, field list over here, and here we need the rows payment mode. This is the payment mode, right? And this is the values, and that's how I can see the result over here. Cool. Perfect. And since this is the overall structure I can see over here, let me just go at the top and add the proper chart structure. I can see it over here. Cool. You can use this bar of pi as well. Okay, but I think we will go here only and see the proper structure, right? So let's keep it very simple to learn, easy to understand. Okay, and here I'll call this as a payment mode analysis. Perfect. So once it is done, I'm going to add the top expenses category over here. Cool. So top expenses category, let's select this again, the chart. Let's say copy, paste it over here. Okay. And here I'm going to add a subcategory. Let's say few table fields, remove this as well, add this in subcategory. Okay. Some amount, US amount will be this. Perfect. And this one, your expenses, right? Because the type of this thing, your expenses. So you just have to make sure you're adding that in the filter and then you're filtering that out properly. So that's how you can see it over here. Cool. And this is the largest to smallest. So ensure that you will be selecting this properly. Right click over here and see the options are available over here. Sort and here. So this is the deactive for us. Okay, so for now we'll keep this as it is. Okay, but yeah, later on we'll again come and check if it's gonna active or not. Right. So now what I'm going to do over here is, let me just go here and add the chart first. Okay, so first we'll see what type of charts we can use it over here properly. Let's say this one and keep it over here, hide all and delete this. Let's say top expenses. Okay, so this is the top category expenses and delete the background which is not really required. Right click over here and let's see if it is available. Sorting largest to smallest. Cool. Okay, so it's not really making sense. Smallest to largest. Okay, and that's how I can see the largest at the top and smallest at the bottom.